Ah, let's see what happens here. Hello and good luck, you say? Same to you. And this time I did not accidentally click good game. And yes, I would like to mulligan down 6 cards because this hand's abysmal. This hand is better. Not great, but better. Maybe he has something to suspend for his turn. Anyway, so this has actually been an interesting start. I'll go ahead and keep this hand. I'm on the draw anyway. So we got good things going here. He doesn't have a turn 1 suspend. Or damn. Yeah, we'll see what. But we're off to a good start here. So it's just going to be land go for our first couple of turns, it looks like. Anyway, little word of advice: if you do decide to do your own draft videos, keep some reading material handy. It can get a little bit dull between rounds if you do just record non-stop with fraps. If you don't hit pause ever on the recording, that's pretty much what I do. It makes things interesting when it comes to editing, let's say. But yeah, so I guess all I can do is just drop the Rift Sweeper without it killing it, without it shuffling away anything. Sometimes you just gotta cast with, you gotta use what you're given, and it's just like the bare minimum of what you have. Okay, he drops a morph, and I think I'm guessing that is probably Fathom Seer. Those things were pretty valuable back then. I will say that much. So I will go ahead, drop an island, and I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and mutation away the Fathom Seer. It'll kill whatever we get there, so. And that was a Whip Spine Drake. Okay, so either way, it was going to be something that would brutally murder me next turn. So we're just going to go back and forth with our bears swinging at each other, and I think we're off to a good start here on the game track here. And he picked up the Aven Augur that I passed. It was a really hard choice between that and the other thing, so, you know, I don't blame him at all for taking the Aven Augur. Oof. Alright, that Herdinar seems pretty strong, I will say that much, but at the same time, if I'm going to be abusing that, I probably want to get the Thal out first, but I don't have a lot of creatures. It's a whole thing. I think we'll just swing first, obviously. I forgot to always hold. There's never a good reason to play creatures pre-combat unless you absolutely have to, so go ahead, play the Gnar. I like Herdinar. I don't care what anyone else says. I remember that card being quite the beating back in Time Spiral blocks, so, you know, I like it. It does what it needs to do, and it does it really well, so. And he has another morph. Now then, I think we're off to this game's going to be interesting to say the bare minimum. So go ahead, bump up our Gnar, and beat in. I'm guessing that one's the Fathom Seer. He probably does have a Fathom Seer. No? You're letting it through? Okay. This should be interesting. I don't know. I'm just going to hold on to the Hunting Wilds for as long as I can right now. I don't really see a need to... Ouch! That Salt Blast hurt. I don't see a need to actually go ahead and fetch 2 forests right away, so... Although, it might help thin out my deck, so I actually get some creatures here. But then again, like I said, still don't see a reason to do that, so... I'm good. I'll just go ahead and cast my Hydra, and I'm happy. Hydra can get really annoying really fast. And right now, it seems like we're just doing a very simple race, so... I can only see him sacking his Augur to bounce the Hydra and the Rift Sweeper. Or the Hydra and the Gnar. Probably the Hydra and the Gnar. The Rift Sweeper is kind of... I don't think he would want to go with that. Yep, there goes the Hydra. And our race is definitely coming to a close. Especially since it happens to be the Shaper Parasite that I probably would have wanted for my deck. Good game, buddy. Good game. Yeah, I think actually I'll go ahead and say that in the chat room. There. Wait, where's the match chat? He got me, but we had a nice race, but he got me in the end. I'm curious what would have been. Yeah, nothing fancy. The Avenger would have thrown him for a loop, though. All right. What do I bring in? I could probably bring in the Augur. It would be nice to have some kind of defense here. What would be worth taking out? Probably the Gnar. Or actually, no. We have a good, solid amount of defense as it is. So, but at the same time, Bear goes out. Gnar goes. Augur goes in. So that way, I have a little bit more defense. Just a little bit more. The Drake would also be a good hasty creature to help race him, but his deck definitely seems very fast and very brutally efficient. So, and I don't see the Tolarian Sentinel being all that useful, so we'll just go ahead and submit this. And yes, I would like to play first against him. There's no Hello, Errant Ephemeron. This is the kind of turn 2 play that you want in Time Spiral Block. You want to suspend a turn 2 Ephemeron. I will not mulligan. So with this, I think we are off to a very solid start. Turn 2 Suspend Ephemeron, turn 3 Blind Phantasm, turn 4 Spider. Well, of course, that's assuming we hit our land drops, but we're already off to the turn 2, turn 3 thing, so... And Ephemeron is going to chill here for 4 turns until I can start beating in with a Hasty Flyer. This is why Ephemeron is good. And he has a slightly faster Looter Elcor. Alright, so we'll keep those in mind then. Alrighty then, and turn 3 Phantasm. Let's see what match you have to that. I hated passing the Infiltrator Elcor, but it was a hard pass. It really was. There's no doubt about it. Ooh, Saltfield Recluse. That thing gets kind of annoying. Not too bad. And so yeah, we're off to a very strong start here, I guess. Nah, there's no reason to go too crazy with that yet. So let's just go ahead, swing with the Phantasm before he starts killing my ability to do anything with it, and then I'll just drop my Spider in. I have a solid defense up. The Infiltrator, though, that worries me. And he has a hasty 3/1 Shadow, and I don't have my Aether Web to deal with it. He also has the Augur, and I have a feeling he's going to wait for the Suspend to kick in on the Ephemeron before firing off his Aven Augur. Just call it hunch. It seems like good math to me anyway. So yeah, we'll just could beat in with the Spider. On the other hand, probably makes better defense. He's gonna fog down my Phantasm anyway, so yeah, let's just... Well, I can't really do anything offensively otherwise, so I might as well make him force away his... This is one thing I hate about this. Yeah, well. Yeah, just not do anything. I have to build up a little bit more of an offense before I can start swinging in. So, like, next turn, I'll have my Phantasm go in. And... don't have any good creature kill right now, so I probably can't really... I don't have any... Let's see. Next turn, I'll be at 7 mana, probably. Oh, come on! He got 2 of those? What the hell? So, yeah, I'm just going to be taking 3 here, and I have absolutely no way to deal with the stuff he's bringing down to the table. On the plus side, I do happen to have my ephemeron. And I also could probably go ahead and kill his... I probably should kill his auger, even though it's the recluse that really worries me. But the auger's going to bounce the ephemeron, and I'm not going to have the mana to do anything with it. So, yeah, let's go ahead and get rid of that ephemeron. I mean, get rid of that auger. Yeah. He's lucky right now. He's very lucky that all I used the mutation on was his auger. Although, to be fair, that auger hurts. And no flying creature, so I might as well attack with the spider. Yeah, go ahead. Null my Phantasm. It doesn't bother me that much. I think next turn, I think I'll just go ahead and drop and use the Evolution Charm at the end of his turn, so that way I can fetch up a land. And then, if really hurt for me to miss that land drop, though. Would have been nice, to say the least. It would have been nice to have my land drop available for me, and then I could go ahead and... it would have been nice so that way I can get to 8 to Kicker Hunting Wilds. Right now, it's not worth it for ramp, but to get myself some forests, but it'd be nice to get to... Yeah, go ahead and grab a plains. There we go. Grab plains, and... I say beat in with... just beat in with everything. And I'm going to have to go ahead and Avenize the Infiltrator once I get a chance. Although that... Alright then. Yeah, let's get rid of the Recluse first, because that's going to be the problem child, quite clearly. And what's he going to be doing with the... Of course, nullify my Phantasm. And... I don't feel like using Avenize to... Since I can't even kill the thing, but... And sure, weaken my ephemeron a little bit. I don't mind. And let me see. Yeah, I think that's it for this turn. At the same time, I kind of want to... Let me see here. He's obviously just... If I nullify his... yeah, let's see. We'll Avenize the Infiltrator. Actually, and then he'll have to debuff my Penumbra Spider if he wants his Infiltrator to live at all. Yep. Waste that instead of him on that instead of racing, and I think we might be in a good spot for next turn. Because I had to make an enchantment creature for some reason. And I draw land! Yes! Let's go ahead and cast that Kickered Hunting Wilds, finally. Here comes a little bit of pain. Just a little bit of pain. It's funny how they put faces on those forests. But right now, it's all about just, well... Right now, it's all about just beating in with the guys I have. That came out of nowhere, and that they will stick around. Those forests do not turn back into creatures at the end of turn. So he's going to be in a bit of a sore spot right now. So just trading? That's it? Okay. And then I'm guessing you're going to weaken one of the two. Weaken the force. Right, so that way the trade doesn't go through. Whatever. You're down to 3, and you're gonna have to do something next turn, or else I get in for the win. Well, you don't have any... This is your only flying creature. The two could bounce off each other endlessly. In fact, why didn't you do that? That actually seems like a better play. Shadow creatures can't block with anything, and right now I've got most everything planned out. In fact, I have the mana to go Judge Unworthy on you. So swing with everything. I feel like I'm in a good position. And we'll see what we dig up. And we'll see what I need to dig up with Judge Unworthy. You do have something, right? Okay, morph blocks there, that blocks there, and the spider's gonna... Cavalry. Everything's getting blocked. Everything's blocking this turn. Yeah, morph should take the first one there, and... Yeah, that looks like it could be fairish. And before I do use Judge Unworthy, I want to see how he goes with the Recluse debuffs. Because he's going to use that. He has to use that. Ooh, Shaper Parasite. Well, then, in that case... Actually, no, let's see. Let's see how you go ahead with that, and then I will go Judge Unworthy, because I'm legitimately curious. Oh, 2/6. Well then, alright, now I know how I'm going to do that. I thought it was going to be kind of a weird trade, but no. And... Right, just to prove that you have control of the board. Right, I get it. Forest goes to the bottom. We'll put this on top. Reveal Raiders. There we go. That works. At the same time, though, I found it a little weird that he didn't want to trade with the... Well, actually, no, it makes perfect sense that he didn't want to trade with the spider at all. Because then he'd have to deal with another spider. Although I just left myself completely wide open, I realize. Oh well. Yeah, good game. Don't exactly like playing with someone called D's Nuts, and losing there, but could have picked a less crude name. I mean, you could have, or at least have been clever about it. I mean, come on. I'm sure I could probably think of 1,000 magic-based innuendos here. You didn't have to go with D's Nuts.